I'm a little confused, right? I mean, I can't click on anything here, right? You can see it's not optimized for mobile. Hey, what's going on? Vince Reed here, and welcome to Ad Roulette, where we check out ads, we check out funnels, and we make them better. Now, typically we look at 3 ads, maybe we'd go into 4, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's get started. Drum roll, please, drum roll, please. And it's all random. We don't know what's coming up, but it doesn't matter what comes up, because whatever comes up, we're gonna slay it. Let's go. What we got? What we got? Okay, we got this first one here. ZipRecruiter hiring. Oh my goodness. This is the first time. Right off the bat, I love it. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up right away. It's very clear. Now, I could make it, this is what I would do to make it a little bit better, is there needs to be an outcome, right? There needs to be an outcome, right? So, for example, it says hiring, I think it's clear. Let's see what the copy says down here. All right, try ZipRecruiter for free. The smartest way to hire 4 out of 5 employees who post on ZipRecruiter get quality candidates. All right, so I just think it could use some kind of outcome. Maybe like some kind of like success rate, like 97% success rate or something like that, or get your next employee 5 times faster or something like that. But overall, this is a really clear ad. Obviously, it's got the blue check mark, so you know that it's legit. But let's see the biggest part of it all to see if it's gonna convert. Let's go ahead and check out where it's taking us, all right? So this is pretty good. It's pretty good. I always like videos because I think, a lot of people like the image and then just with a simple call to action, but I would love to see a video there, maybe a testimonial, maybe again, a specific outcome. So let's see what we have here. Post your first job in minutes. Tell us about your company to get started, all right? So, I mean, it's a really clear ad. I mean, it says hiring, right? So as the business owner, I know I'm gonna click on this because I'm looking to hire, and boom, it's getting right into telling me what to do. All right, so definitely breaking down. I can list my employees. It has the form above the fold. Think about this sitting on a phone. This is gonna be perfect. ZipRecruiter. Good job. That's a good start. Good first ad. All right, next one, please. Drum roll, please. Let's go. All right, so we got a new one here. All right, Creatopy. I've heard of this company. I've seen their ads around, but I'll be honest, I haven't really dove in and focused on them. Now, I think that they purchased a different company that I used to use. That's why I recognize them. What's the company that I used to use that I would make all my images with? It was Banner. Was it Banner Snack? Yeah, I think they purchased them, which is pretty cool. So let's see what you got going on here. All right, so how to write Facebook ads that convert. Now, I didn't know that's what they did, but obviously they bought that company and they do some other stuff. All right, so how to write Facebook ads that convert. Stop scrolling. So this looks like some kind of I don't know what we got going on here. I'm kind of confused. How to write Facebook ads that convert. Stop scrolling. Register for Creatopy's next webinar. It's free. Get expert advice on writing engaging and effective Facebook ad copy. I'm a little confused, right? I mean, I can't click on anything here, right? I can't click on anything here. How to write Facebook ads that convert. Stop. I mean, is that supposed to be a check mark? Get the user to stop scrolling? I don't know, man. I'm gonna say I'm confused. I'm confused, especially when you're selling me, ad copy, right? I mean, I don't know. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm a little confused on what the outcome is. I know that it's a webinar based on the points, but I'm a little confused on the benefit or the clear direction of that ad. All right, so again, most important to me is what it's gonna look like on, on mobile. But from a desktop perspective, it's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the mobile perspective here. All right, so clear date in terms of when the webinar is, how to write Facebook ads that actually convert. Okay, so I think that number one, I would try to get this to 2 lines, right? This is gonna be pushing the envelope. My guess is that this is gonna be below the fold, just because, typically what I've seen in my experience of looking at kind of this version of what ads are. So I would try to get how to write Facebook ads that actually convert to 2 lines. And I think, again, I'm really into like a specific outcome. Like, what does that mean, actually convert, right? I would like more of a specific outcome, like, like Facebook ad tip to increase conversions by a specific percentage or something like that. Some type of specific outcome for me, the user that's watching it. Discover how you can craft Facebook ad copy that has the power to turn prospects into paying customers and help lower your ad spend. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, and again, I've said this on past Ad Roulette episodes, if you have to physically read the copy, remember this is gonna be on a phone, it's tough. You wanna be able to just look at the copy and understand what's going on. And I know it sounds weird, like what do you mean physically read it? Like for me to even understand what's happening, and now just after reading it, I get it after reading it, but just looking at it, you can't just look at it and know what's gonna happen, right? So what I'm getting from reading all of this is that this webinar is gonna teach me how to write better copy to get better results for my Facebook ads. But again, I shouldn't have to do all of this digging. It should just be like some type of specific action on, how their copy strategies increase Facebook ad conversions by X percentage, and 5 copy tips revealed, right? And then just a button. Now, here's another thing. This has the 2 forms, so like the name and the email just exposed right here, right? I prefer a button, right? Because this could potentially be below the fold, and there's no call to action to get me to click. It just gives me this feeling like when you see these websites and there's just an opt-in form on a website and you're like, well, it's not really telling me to opt in. So I would rather see a button there. I'd move this up to 2 lines. I would shorten this with a specific outcome, and I'd have a button that says increase results, get started, or some kind of action term on the button. And then when they click the button, then the form pops up. I think this would convert a lot better. And then obviously you have the register way down here. So this ad in general, if it just went to 2 lines, a more specific outcome that was easier to see, and move this up, I think it would convert better. I bet you this isn't converting as good as it could on the simple fact that this is gonna be below the fold. So I have to say, thumbs down on this ad. I bet you're spending probably 3 to 4 times what you could be spending, even with the copy issues in terms of not being clear on what's going on. With that said, let's move on to the next one. Drum roll, please. Keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. All right, there we go, here we go. Here's a video ad. All right, so right off the bat, it's breaking a rule. So much copy here, right? You really have no idea. You have to force yourself to actually read to see what's going on. I know every time I said it in the last ad, but it's so true. But let's go ahead and see what it says here. Introducing the Engage Growth Accelerator, the new safe way to skyrocket your Instagram Reels engagement. And then there's several points: gain loyal followers, create long-lasting viral content, achieve higher engagement, then 96.7% of influence. Okay, cool. So this is a classic example where someone is trying to just sell the product right from the ad, but in reality, it looks extremely busy and people are gonna scroll. There's a video here, which I'm assuming is going to explain more about what they're gonna do, but let's just talk from the copy perspective specifically before we listen to the video. I think if he just went really bigger copy, essentially skyrocket your Instagram your real engagement, that's it. And then maybe one of these bullet points with like 1 or 2 words, something like achieve higher engagement than 96% of influence. So 96% of influence experience higher engagement. And then pointing at the video, maybe make the video a little bit bigger so the attention is here, because obviously if you have a video here, this is what you want. All right, so let's go ahead and take a listen to what the video says, and hopefully it saves the ad, because right now I'm saying it's a thumbs down.
Hashtags you use, or what specific times you're posting at, and it's definitely not about DMing as many random people as you can. The secret to real Instagram growth is with Trusy Social. Trusy Social is the #1 social media growth service in the world, and we're trusted by over 2,500 influencers and brands, including some big names you might recognize like Starbucks, Disney, Nike, and more. And for a limited time, you can skyrocket your Instagram account growth by adding thousands of new and active Instagram users to your audience with Trusy Social. Starting at just $37 a month will help you massively increase your presence for your personal account, your brand, or your business, or all of the above for less than the price of a vanilla latte a day. If you're interested, just click below to learn more.
Okay, so I can go on with this ad and say a lot of things. So number one, I'm not a fan of the whole, just get started at $37 a month. I mean, I think you created an anchor. And to me, if you're gonna grow and you're working with these brands, I think you're better off having more of a premium perception than the race to the bottom perception. So that immediately made me feel like working with these companies but only charging $37. You don't need the person looking at the ad to have any perception of that. You want them to think this is a premium brand, they're gonna get value, and they should be working with you. So that's just my own bias and opinion, but the $37 thing might be pulling you in customers. But I wouldn't do that. I would give them some tips and some examples of I would have started off with just, hey, we work with this company, we work with this company, we work with this company, and there's 3 or 4 things that we do that help them get 96% higher engagement than everyone else. Click here. So again, you have to give the person a reason to click. All right, so less copy, maybe a little bit bigger, and I think that I would go more of a premium approach, but hey, I don't know your numbers, so I can't be 100%, but that's where I would go. So let's take a look at where it's taken us. All right, so right off the bat, again, a lot of copy. Again, you have to force yourself to literally read what's going on here. Targeting trifecta, they've got a mechanism there, thousands of loyal and engaged followers to your tribe. This is definitely well below the fold. If this was mobile, remember 90% of traffic to be for mobile. So even for desktop perspectives, I would move this up, shorten the copy, have more of a clearer cut, obviously a clearer message, and then bring the button up. But let's look at the most important version, which is the mobile version. All right, so clearly you have a pop that pops up depending on how long you're in the site. You can see this is mobile. It's not optimized for mobile. So I would look at this pop, make sure it's optimized for mobile. And I personally don't think I would have that here right now, especially if you're targeting cold traffic. In fact, what I can see here right now might be the whole perception of your ad. This actually looks like a much better option. Go viral with these 65 video hooks would be what I would be using on the front end, but that's another story. All right, so as I thought, okay, below the fold, be very difficult to get people here. You got the video, it's gonna show up like this. So that's gonna be tough to get conversions. Again, you've got a lot of copy here forcing the individuals to read. What I would do is I'd have the clear outcome, 96% more engagement using these strategies right at the top, the video up here, slide the button up. Let's see what happens when you have the button, and then you're going right for the offer. So you're not even capturing leads either, okay? So this is probably a very, very expensive ad. I'd love to see the numbers, but I've seen some of this stuff sometimes work, but I would collect the leads. I actually like the exit pop as the way you're getting people in to build your list, and then offer your products and services on the back end. All right, so I'm gonna have to say thumbs down for several reasons. Lots to read, lots to figure out, not building a list, not a clear outcome of what I'm gonna get, right? So if you think about going through this process, even at the low price, it's not really giving me like a true reason for why I wanna get started with this right now. So we got a chance to look at a ton of ads, and this was a lot of fun. On a side note, looking at all of these, if you notice, except the last one, every single one of them was driving traffic to what I call brick wall pages. Now, if there's a video on the other end, okay, I highly suggest checking out EBOOV, the link's in the description, and trying an IBC campaign. It'll help you get more leads and definitely faster sales. And EBOOV is my company, and it's awesome. You should definitely check it out. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ad Roulette, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.